Kansas City's best country, 94 FM, KFKF. Good afternoon. I'm Jason Doyle. Thanks for joining me. Hey, any of you want to go to Vegas with me? I know that you NASCAR fans will. We are headed to Vegas in less than an hour for the UAW Daimler Chrysler 400 on Kansas City's only official station for NASCAR, 94 FM, KFKF. Kansas City's best country, 94 FM, KFKF. It's a Tracy Bird free music weekend sometime this hour. I'm going to play the free music weekend jingle. Be the 10th caller at 576-7794 or star 94 to win Tracy's latest CD, It's About Time, and much, much more. Your opportunity to win in minutes on Kansas City's best country, 94 FM, KFKF. Kansas City's best country, 94 FM, KFKF. I'm Jason Doyle, primed and ready for a great Sunday afternoon. It's a beautiful day in Kansas City. NASCAR's coming up in less than 45 minutes. It's a Tracy Bird free music weekend and great country music like the Dixie Chicks, Faith Hill, Sarah Evans. But right now, here's my homeboy from my hometown of Oklahoma City, Toby Keith. Country comes to town on 94 FM, KFKF. Kansas City's best country, 94 FM, KFKF. You'll be able to hear that one May 12th live at the George Strait Country Music Festival. That's Sarah Evans. I could not ask for more on 94 FM, KFKF. I'm Jason Doyle. Thanks for joining me, and we're just a few minutes away from the start of the UAW Daimler Chrysler 400 in Las Vegas. And there's something else I need to tell you about. From last week, you know, we were supposed to have the pancake race. Well, KFKF's annual Dale and Mary Pancake Race has been rescheduled for this Tuesday morning from 7 to 9 at Perkins Restaurant and Bakery, 75th and I-35 in Miriam. Area television personalities will face the grueling parking lot obstacle course and compete for donations to their favorite charities. You can enjoy a great Perkins breakfast special, too, a short stack of pancakes for only 94 cents. That's Tuesday morning from 7 to 9 at KFKF's annual Dale and Mary Pancake Race at Perkins, I-35 and 75th Street in Miriam. Live with 94 FM, KFKF. Speaking of live, we're going to go live to Las Vegas, just around the corner for the UAW Daimler Chrysler 400 on 94 FM, KFKF. My fellow Kansas Cityans, it is time to address the recent controversy involving the wolf whistle on the off-center program. What I did to the ladies that walked by our showcase studio on Baltimore was wrong. But quite frankly, the matter is now between my God and my family. I am currently calling on former Mayor, the Reverend Emmanuel Cleaver, to give me spiritual guidance through this trying time. Now is the time that we, as a people, need to move past this incident. Now is the time for me to do the job I was hired to do by the management of 1190 KPHN. It is time to do the people's work and move past the wolf whistle. Thank you. Talk Radio 1190 compelling KPHN proudly presents the Off-Center program. Now here's a man that makes Jesse Helms look like a feminist, the conservative crusader, Mr. Talent, Mike Shannon.
I like that. Who wrote that line for you? Makes Jesse Helms look like a feminist.
That would be me.
You had to steal that from somebody.
I didn't steal it.
That is too good for you to have come up with.
I came up with
that. That is of the quality that I would come up with.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
That's probably not up to my usual high standards, but it was good.
Well, thank you.
We will use that later and act like it was my idea. Thank you, Jason Doyle, and welcome to the Off-Center.
News Radio 1000 KTOK, Oklahoma City. Studios cooled by Air Comfort Solutions Heat and Air.
Hillary's saying goodbye to the campaign trail. I'm Jason Doyle, News Radio 1000 KTOK. It took nearly 45 minutes to get her there after a scheduled start for Hillary Clinton to make it in front of her supporters, but she's now out of the race to become the Democratic presidential candidate. She's thanked her supporters at the National Building Museum in Washington, D.C., and is expected to endorse Barack Obama. And Clinton had initially said she'd be interested in being considered as Obama's running mate, but has backed down from that position. Fox News Radio's Major Garrett reports Obama will choose his VP carefully.
Some Democrats fear Obama would look weak if he appeared to select Clinton under duress. Obama advisors want to evaluate national polls against presumptive Republican nominee John McCain for at least a month before deciding on a running mate.
Governor Henry's veto pen has struck down a bill which would have created the Office of Accountability to find ways agencies can save tax dollars. Paul Sund is the governor's spokesman and says the Office of Accountability would be an unnecessary expansion of government.
We already have a joint zero-based budgeting committee that is charged with these same duties. The problem is the legislature hasn't allowed that committee to meet the last 3 years.
Sund says if Senate Republicans want to sit down with the governor and come up with a compromise for next year, he's willing to do that. Oklahoma gas prices are slipping from a record high set last week. According to AAA, the average price for a gallon of regular unleaded gasoline in Oklahoma is $3.80 a gallon. The record is nearly $3.82 a month ago. The average was $3.49, and a year ago it was $3.02. As the price of oil hits a new record high, an overnight protest against rising fuel costs has sprung up in central England. Around 100 demonstrators formed a human blockade at a refinery in the city of Cheshire. This man told Sky News he joined the protest to make the government sit up and take notice.
We just want to get it across to the government. It's not just affecting the likes of ourselves, it's affecting the general public. Food prices are going through the roof, and where's it all going to end?
Oil hit an all-time high of $139 a barrel on Friday. Pakistani President Pervez Musharraf dispels rumors he's stepping down. He's been facing pressure to step down since the parliamentary elections back in February. Opponents of a move by Burlington Northern to abandon 3 miles of track in downtown Oklahoma City are celebrating a decision by a federal agency to stop the railway.
We have long insisted that Oklahoma City Union Station is the best potential multimodal transportation center in the West.
Tom Elmore with the North American Transportation Institute was one of those who appealed the Surface Transportation Board's original decision 3 years ago. Now the STB has reversed itself and reopened the case. It could be raw tomatoes which caused salmonella in Oklahoma and a handful of other states. The Centers for Disease Control is investigating. Officials say large raw tomatoes could be linked to the outbreak. More than 70 people in New Mexico and Texas have fallen ill with salmonella since April. And a big night in Tulsa tonight. KTOK's Beth Myers tells us why.
A new Miss Oklahoma will be crowned tonight in Tulsa. The final performance and crowning will be held at the Mabee Center at Oral Roberts University. Last year's Miss Oklahoma, Lauren Nelson of Lawton, went on to be crowned Miss America 2007. Runner-up McKenna Smith then became the new Miss Oklahoma 2007.
It's 12:03 at 1000 KTOK.